So tonight is this continuation of the dialogue about our historic plaza. It is about us continuing what I think has been a great process. I started this with the idea that we would have a plaza that everyone would feel safe in, that they felt like they could take their kids to and enjoy it. I remember probably being no more than 7 years old and my grandpa Alex taking me to the plaza and hanging out there, and him being able to talk to some of his friends, and that's where they would hang out. And I'd go and buy my shoes at Cons, and my mom would buy her dresses at La Tienda, and but things have changed. I think, though, for us to get to the next level, we need to have the people's ideas if we're going to have people to the plaza. And tonight, all of you represent the citizens of this community, and hopefully we've created a process that you will be able to lend your voices and your ideas to what the programming on the plaza would look like. And again, I want to emphasize for tonight's purpose, it may end up that we're able to program that plaza without changing anything to the streets.
So I think we should try and find some uses, some new uses, that mirror the success around the world that various uses have had. I think we should explore the idea of having the possibility of food service of some kind, of having a place where people can gather and be on the plaza that doesn't damage existing businesses but offers the possibility of other use.
I'm president of the Vintage Car Club, which hosts the cruise nights on the plaza. And the people that come to these cruise nights just love being there on the plaza. So this is one idea that, as other folks have said, we should keep this going. I'd like to see other cruise nights. We call them cruise nights, but they're actually a car show. We get thousands of people out there on Friday nights. They use all the restaurants. They love being around, hearing the music, hearing the dancers that I get and everything. So that is really one positive thing that, we should keep on the plaza.
I think it'd be really cool to see a very cool not food service truck, but a food market, an international food market. We have the folk market up at the museums. I think the Santa Fe Plaza and Santa Fe itself being a culinary destination would benefit highly from by inviting not just our local businesses, restaurant businesses, but national and internationally to come to Santa Fe.
My name is Clarice Coffey. I've been in business here in Santa Fe for 25 years. I own one of the open-air tram tour companies here in town. I'm very interested in the mayor's idea about bringing more locals to the plaza. I'm very much against closing the plaza for the tram companies, but I certainly would like to see some additional ideas coming out for evening activities, and I have 3 suggestions for that. I love the idea about the costumes. I have one of the 3 suggestions that I have are wrap parties for TV or movie companies that have been shooting here, and to make announcements in the newspaper about that, to get more locals down to meet the stars that were in those TV shows and in those movies, and perhaps have some of those costumes on view from those particular productions.
We don't want to have all or nothing, and I think perhaps that's why we're here, to compromise, or there's middle ground somewhere. I would suggest to you that perhaps if we could close the plaza just from Memorial Day weekend this year until maybe Balloon Fiesta weekend, that's over, from 5 o'clock in the evening, maybe 7 days a week, maybe just 4 or 5 days a week, but try it out, see if it works, and maybe not close all streets. Maybe keep, the Santa Fe Trail open, or the San Francisco Street open. Close 3 sides down. There's ways to make this work and make it welcoming and wonderful for locals to enjoy as well as tourists, because I was